All right, Shalom. Call Haloyim, La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rahak Kodash. Let's all praises to the Heavenly Father. His true name is Yahweh. In the name of his only begotten Son, his true name is Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus. In the name of the Holy Spirit, the Rahak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders and the elder bishops of the great millstone and Ruwell. Salutations to you, fellow laborers, also that are out there doing the work in truth and sincerity. Shalom to you, shalom to the Akwaf that believe as well. They are part of the household of faith. Shalom to the holy elect, all right, that's scattered abroad. Back at you another lesson, all right, Lord willing, edifying. And I just entitled it, the same as you see on the screen from the article. It says "Drowning in Debt," all right, which America is truly in debt, and this is the reason why you're experiencing inflation. All right, when you go to your local market stores, retail stores, just any goods you're buying, all right, as far as the consumers, what you're experiencing is inflation, okay, and it's steadily increasing. And reason being is because, all right, Babylon, which is America, is in debt, okay, and it's in so much debt that it cannot pay it off. All right, therefore, the dollar, the U.S. dollar, which is the world reserve currency, all right, um, it can it's at it's really on life support. I'll say it that way. It's on life support. It can fail at even it can fail at any given moment. So like you got a little tongue tied. It can fail at any given moment, and we know that what's to come is the Charagma, the MOTB, the RFID device, which is the size of a grain of rice. Also, the one that goes in your head, which is the Neuralink. Both is the Charagma, and so that's what we've been waiting and watching for, and it's the one major prophecy that we've been anticipating for them to make mandatory. Okay, all right. As the scriptures say that you cannot buy or sell, save you have that charagma or the RFID device, okay, embedded, implanted, and printed, same thing, underneath the skin, okay. Matter of fact, let's get this Habakkuk 2, Habakkuk chapter 2. Yeah, Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say to me, unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run and read it, which is the vision is the prophecy, okay? All right, break down the prophecy, make it plain and known unto the people, okay? Verse 3, it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. No tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. All right, and we know that for some time, we've been, foretelling you, all right, which is prophesying, same thing about, the prophecy of the MOTB, all right, Mark of the Beast, which we tell you what it is, we break it down to you, make it known unto you, so that you are warned, all right, before it happens, before it comes, so that you can, prepare yourself, all right. So when it's being administered, you can know what to do as far as you Israelites out there are concerned. We warn you, man. Okay, because this is our job. Okay. Matter of fact, before I read the article, it's another precept, Ezekiel 33. It says the watchman's duty. Okay, it's just another title for a prophet or man of the Lord. All right, we're watchmen. Okay, meaning what? We watch upon the tower. Like in ancient times, you would have a watchman upon the tower, watching for anything that's approaching the city, which the people live within the city. All right, and the tower will be upon the city gates, and you have the tower watchers, which would be keeping a lookout. Okay, for potential danger, especially. And this is what we do, all right, spiritually. And we blow a horn, all right, or the trumpet, all right, by giving warning, all right, through using the Lord's word, all right, to convey to you the message that the Lord, all right, wants you to receive, okay. And if you take heed to it, you can deliver your soul. You can deliver your soul so long as Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, is dealing with you, okay, and have a preordained, all right, slot of salvation, all right, for those Israelites, because only 1/3 of the Israelites are going to be saved, but it begins with the 144,000, which is the elect, okay. So it says the watchman's duty. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of Israel, of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he bloweth the trumpet and warn the people, right? And this is what we're doing. We warn the people, all right? As it is written, give them warning from me, right? The Lord said, give them warning from me. What's that? 2 Ezra 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people. The Lord's people are the Israelites, the 12 tribes of Israel, the words of prophecy, right? Verse 4, then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. He heard the sound of the trumpet, right? You see the men of the Lord out there, warning, all right, telling you before, right? It happens. He heard the sound of the trumpet, all right, which again, you hear the word of the Lord, and took not warning, meaning what? You didn't hearken unto the Lord's word. You didn't take the warning. It says his blood shall be upon him, but he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. See? So we're giving the warning. We're blowing the trumpet. That's why you see us posting videos. All right, giving the warning. And those of you that take heed or hearken unto the warning, all right, you're part of the elect. You're going to deliver your own soul by what? Trusting and believing in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, okay? That's what it's all about for us Israelites, man. Okay. So it says, let's get to the article. Drowning in debt, the paralysis at the heart of the U.S. fiscal crisis. Washington is doing nothing about its deteriorating finances because there is nothing it can do without risking major upheaval. Which, they can't fix this place anyway, because why? Scriptures tell you that Babylon cannot be healed. Okay, so no matter what they do, they're going to crash this dollar anyway because they want to bring in that MOTB. But guess what? They're just fulfilling prophecy. Okay, and that's what trumps everything. All right, the words of prophecy. All right, because you have the wicked elites. They think they're doing their own thing, but really you're just fulfilling prophecy. Okay, you're just fulfilling, what's already written. Okay, you're doing what the script say, you know. It says, and that's what the word scriptures, the root word of it is script. Your script is already written, which is the Bible. All right. The Bible contains the words of prophecy. Okay. And we all just playing our, roles or fulfilling the script that the Lord have pre-written. Okay. It says, it can appear puzzling why at certain times in history, a government facing a looming crisis simply does not address it. Yeah, because ultimately their goal is to have everyone receive that RFID device. What the scriptures say, at least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. This is proof. Okay? This is proof. The problems accumulate in plain view while little is done to actually solve them. The human imagination being what it is, this inaction is inevitably attributed to some mix of corruption, uh, malfeasance, and incompetence. And certainly, the road to any system level crisis is strewn by missteps and short sighted policies. But there comes a point when the horizon of possibility has closed and there is simply nothing the government can do without unleashing forces that could easily overwhelm it. Exactly. Okay. It's nothing this government can do. Because why? The end goal, all right, for this place is that it's going to fall. Okay. Is that it's going to fall, man. That's the purpose. Okay. That is the purpose that the Lord have for Babylon the Great, which is America. See? Let's get a precept real quick. This is Jeremiah 51. In verse 8, it says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed. Right. If so, she may be healed. Verse 9, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Right. This place cannot be healed at all, man. There's no remedy. Right. There's no cure for this place. It's just going out. All right. An incurable wound that's basically it's like a internal bleeding. All right. Internal hemorrhaging. All right. That can't stop. So eventually what happens? All right. One dies, right? That's the way America's going out. It's got internal hemorrhaging or bleeding that can't be controlled, can't be stopped. All right, and it's approaching death, okay? It says, well, that's it on that. Come on, that's it. I mean, the amount of debt is just ridiculous, right? And matter of fact, let's go to Habakkuk 2. Let's get there too, because it says that. All right. How long to him that leadeth himself with what? Thick clay, which represents debt, okay? Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yea, also because he transgressed by wine. And it's talking about, through the the wicked, policies and the wicked, way of life that Esau, Edom, okay, pushes on the people, all right, and get to consent to his, wicked plan, all right, especially trying to push this so-called democracy, which is nothing but bullshit, by the way. All right, it always destroys people, as you can see. It says he is a proud man, and we know that Esau has, man, crazy pride. Okay, as is written, the pride of his heart have deceived him. Right, it says he's a proud man, neither keep it at home, who enlarges his desire as hell and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. but gathered unto him all nations, and heaped unto him all people. And that's how you know that it's referring to America. Because this place right here, right, just like you had, in Rome, you had a representation of a lot of nations, but America has become even more greater than, Rome was, because you look at America, man, America has a representation of all 18 nations right here within, the land. Okay. This is why it's known as a melting pot. All right. Verse 6, it says, here's the point. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? Right. Because, Esau's always stealing shit, right? Right. And you see the NLT, what sorrow awaits you thieves, right? Esau is the thief of the earth, okay? That's him increasing that which is not his, stealing, unrighteous dealings, gotten by deceit. All right, Sirach 10 goes into that. It says, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long into him that laded himself with thick clay, which is what? Debt. We know the Hebrew word there is abatyat, or abatyat, which goes into what? The debt. Okay. Let's look at the word clay. Here you have it. Ibatyat, the Hebrew word ibat, the root word. Weight of pledges, heavy debts. Okay. All right, heavy debt. And we know that America is in what? Heavy debt. This is what the article about. Okay. Again, what's the article about? Drowning in debt. Okay. Plain and simple. It says, let's read a little more. It says, in the strange and torpid final years of Tsarist rule in Russia, an unfolding crisis that would eventually result in the Russian Revolution seemed immobilized in a state of suspension as the country's major actors recoiled from taking decisive actions for fear of detonating the very catalysm they have sought to avoid. Much has been made of the weakness and indecision of Nicholas II, but by those fatal last years, the anachronistic Romanov dynasty was collapsing, and little could be done to stop it. And it's true, man. Okay, going in history, when that economic woe hit, there was no recovery. Okay, just like Rome, money system failed. Okay, and they had a fiat currency. They had a currency system that was based around the denarius. Okay, and it failed. All right, cheap form of money. All right, cheap money system, and it failed. It says although the circumstances and specific crisis bear little in common, a similar paralysis seems to have affected the U.S. government as it confronts several intractable problems. A glaring example of this, that Ukraine's impending defeat at the hands of a superior Russian military has put Washington in an impossible situation. It has proven incapable of delivering on its promise. Excuse me. It says it has proven incapable of delivering on its promise of inflicting a strategic defeat upon Russia, but the path available to it, negotiating with Russia as equals, or heaven forbid, from a position of weakness, is simply incompatible with the paradigm in which Washington operates. Right? No longer believing in victory, the U.S. is not in any meaningful way helping Ukraine. Nobody believes the recent aid package will actually change much, which, pretty much at the end of, the Roman Empire, they was dealing with all these different wars, all right, which eventually led, you know, um, which, or I say before, it led Rome to a lot of economic woes because they became pretty much bankrupt from all the wars they were fighting on all fronts. And America is likened to Rome. It's fighting all these different wars that's draining its economy. Okay. And what's going on? You see, again, inflation that the people is experiencing. Okay. And you see jobs drying up. Remember that the scriptures speak about the grinders ceasing because they are few, right? You go to the scriptures, it tells you that, right? The part of that is because the economy is so weak. Okay. This is Ecclesiastes 12. I'm gonna read the NLT. Ecclesiastes 12 and 4 on the NLT. It says, remember him before the door to life's opportunities is closed and the sound of work fades. Right. This is talking about what? Leading up to the day of the Lord. Okay. Leading up to the day of the Lord. Because it says at the top, remember the Creator in the days of thy youth. All right. While the evil days come nigh, right? See? Before the evil days come, right here on the NLT. I mean, KJV, Shalakia. Let's read the KJV verse 1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth while the evil days come not. See? And we're living in a time where the day of evil is approaching. Okay? And this is why, you Israelites out there should be watching these signs, because when you see the economy falling, you see the dollar get ready to collapse, you should know that what? We've been warning you about the MOTB and to expect it. All right? Take heed to the warning. All right? You hear the trumpet being blown. That's the warning sign right there, which is what? This truth, this knowledge. All right? We're making the vision plain unto you. You know? I mean, what's your deal, man? I mean, really, what's your deal? Let's read Ecclesiastes 9. This is Ecclesiastes 9, and I'm gonna go to verse 12. Okay, it says, "For man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in the snare, so are the sons of men snared in an evil time, when it falleth suddenly upon them." Because why? You have some that don't watch. All right. And the main men, I'm talking about you men of Israel, they're out there in the world. You're not really watching, man. Okay. Only a few of us are. So when that evil time comes, it's going to catch you off guard and fall upon you suddenly. All right. This is why, it says in Proverbs 22 and 3 that a prudent man foreseeth the evil. Right. You see the evil before it comes. How you see the evil? By remembering the words, all right, studying the words of prophecy, right? It speaks about us being occupied in prophecies. All right, this is how we watch and keep our garments by what? Being occupied in prophecies. Okay. Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, whenever it loads up. Man. Whenever it loads up. Man, I hate when it does this. No, it's Satan, man. Fuck. I hate when it does that. There we go. Ecclesiastes 39, also known as Sirach, says, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient. and be occupied in prophecies. Okay. And we have those ancient men that were set up, the prophets of old, beginning with Albert Bivens, that was set up to teach. All right, our elders and apostles, okay, which taught us, all right, which we entered into their labors, all right, and we warned just like they, uh, you know, taught us, all right, how to go on the prophecies and warn the people, you know, and we occupy ourselves in prophecies as well, you know. This is how we're able to tell you of these things. This is how we're able to warn you of the evil times, Jacob's time of trouble, you know, because the next step is to what? Administer that RFID device, which you have this, the one that's the size of a grain of rice, and then you have the one that's, called the neural link that goes, with it's implanted or embedded in the head. Okay. So you've been warned, man. You've been warned, okay? And with that, I'm gonna close. All right. I want to say, Lord, when you've been edified, all praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Ba'asham, Rakakwadash. All right, shalom to the elect, and Lord willing, I'll see you in the next video. And keep in mind too, I'm gonna post these videos, all right, on the Harbor of Faith channel, all right, once the strike is up. So remember that as well. Shalom.